Good morning, guys. I am Mama Bear to Many. I am mom to 15 children. I am here at Boston Children's Hospital. Sun is rising behind me. I am in like a family lounge type area. And so I'm going to go over how Azariah is doing. So I can't even remember. There's been so much going on with life. Azariah is our baby who is in the NICU, and so I'm really pleased that we're over here. There's been lots of talk of just, getting him to where he needs to be. So things that are going on. Smaller picture, his liver enzymes have come way down, like way down. Like the doctors were surprised, like really fast. So that has helped a lot. He is getting breast milk and formula. At this point, I don't produce enough breast milk for him. He was on full feeds, and then they added more calories to that. But when they did that, then the next day or that later afternoon, he ended up getting a little bit tummy upset and throwing up a little bit. So currently they held the feeds, and they put a line in to give him fluids and stuff through his line. So he's been fine like that. They're doing tests, making sure that there's no like underlying type thing going on. And yeah, so they're just making sure that there's nothing going on, like any infections or anything like that. So while we wait for that to go back, come back, they're holding his feeds for, I think it's 48 hours. I'll find out this morning during rounds, but it's been, let's see, one full night. Tonight would be 2 days, 48 hours. So I think that they're holding feeds. It's really hard emotionally, guys, because I wish that I could just produce all breast milk. Because then the other thing is he could be struggling with some of the formula, but it's actually like it's a specialized like formula. Anyway, I forget exactly what it's called, but it's specialized, and it's specialized like to be gentle on the liver, and I don't know. They have like a nutritionist, and they do like all of that stuff to figure out what's best. So he was actually on it partially before like he ended up getting sick. So yeah, they're thinking it's just like too many calories, too fast, or something like that. But that said, it is a possibility that there's an issue with him in that formula. So I feel bad as a mom. I wish I could breastfeed and not have to worry about it. And I do pump, and I'm doing all the things, and that's difficult. I mean, it's difficult to do all the things and still get very little milk. At the same time, I have to look at my breast milk as medicine. So whatever I can pump is like medicine to him, and he can have formula after that. But it's really early in the morning. That's why I look super tired, and he had a long night last night. Not bad. He just wasn't like, he was a little cranky here and there. I don't know. It was just a weird night. Anyway. So, what else? So, one of the first things they did when we got here at Children's was they wanted to do a full evaluation if the surgical team thought that the diaphragmatic eventration, which is where the diaphragm like pops up a little bit, if that was playing a huge part into his lung issues. And they do not feel that it is, and they do not feel that he needs surgery. So that is actually a good note, and that's exciting that he most likely doesn't need anything for that. That was the first thing that needed to, like, hurdle that had to be jumped. So that hurdle has been jumped. The next big piece would be the liver, and the liver, his liver stuff was so high, but they were really good about it, and they had evaluations and all that type of stuff for his liver. Everything looked good and whatever, and they were actually really surprised that his liver counts went down so fast. They actually like redid blood work to make sure that those numbers were actually accurate. So, yeah, pretty exciting with that. I mean, they went down by like, I don't even know. They were up high and they went down fast. So that is a good note. Other things are like his electrolytes and such. He is on a diuretic. He's actually on 2 diuretics. And his, what are they called? Electrolytes. They have to test those regularly to make sure that he's getting the right electrolytes. So plan is try to get some weight on him. He had, from his birth weight, he had gone up quite a bit, but a lot of that was water weight. So now they have handled like the water weight. So what his weight is now is true weight rather than water weight. And just for an example, this is like over a week ago, but his belly was measuring 36 centimeters around, and then after they started a certain diuretic, his belly went down in 2 days to like 26. So yeah, he had a huge amount of fluid on him, which was good. Like his, I think I mentioned before, like his testicles were really swollen. Those are all fine. Like everything looks good now. He doesn't look like a blown up balloon. So we're trying to get some weight on him, and then we talked to cardiology yesterday. So I guess we're going to be doing like a procedure to see which type of heart surgery will be best for him. So that will be the next area that we're going to be doing, is seeing what is best for him. He has a PDA as well as a very large VSD. Those are the main issues right now. And so they're hoping if they can take care of some of the heart issues, that maybe the lungs will follow, and he'll have better success with some of his lung issues. So that is where we're at. We have a, I know some of you had mentioned like his hands. Well, we have an occupational therapist and a physical therapist that come in. The occupational therapist did make a brace for his left hand. So at this point, like his left hand goes actually further down than a 90 degrees. So they made it so it would just go at a 90 degrees, so it's not uncomfortable, and it's stretching slightly, but not a lot, just that it's not it doesn't progress any further. So he'll be wearing that, and what we've done this week is we started with just wearing it an hour, then wearing it 2 hours. So now he goes from one care time to the next care time. So every 4 hours he is either wearing them or not wearing them, as long as he can tolerate them. If they're not tolerated, then they get taken off. So usually you put him on, and some days he's fine, doesn't have an issue at all with you putting him on, and other days he's like, yeah, don't put this on, but then within like a minute he's good. So that is where that is. I should like make myself notes. I can't even find a pen half the time, or my clothing. It's like, where did I leave my pajamas? The other day we came back to the Ronald McDonald House, and I ended up sleeping at Ronald McDonald's house, and I'm like, where are my pajamas? I don't have pajamas here. And then I get here and I'm like, where's my pen? I don't know where my pens were. I had like a stack of them. So yeah, it's one of those things, just always looking for and finding things. I think what I'm going to do, I did bring a bag up. I think what I'm going to do next time I go over to the house is I'm going to make a bag filled with like all the things that I need, so that I can always just bring that bag from point A to point B. It's also a backpack. Personally, currently, right now, I do not have a vehicle in the city. What we will be doing is there's a shuttle that goes from here to Mass General, and then Mass General to kind of near where we're at, like within walking distance. So I'll be taking that to get back to Ronald McDonald House, and then that's how it's gonna work right now. Yeah. that's how it's gonna work, at least for this week. So we'll see how the rest of the weeks go and what we decide to do from there. But that is where I am with that. It's kind of pretty. Trying to think. So yeah, we're trying to grow them, see when they have availability and what they think as far as, it's like a procedure that has to happen to see like where the blood flow is going as far as like his veins or whatever. I'm getting another cup of coffee. I am. So yeah, that's the plan, guys. I'm trying to think. I feel like there's something else that I haven't told you yet, and I don't know. Anyway, he's able to get held more, which is nice. I can hold him, like, usually hold him for a few hours a day, if not like twice a day, depending on how he tolerates it. Yesterday, starting my coffee. Yesterday he was so cute. He's like, it's kind of funny because he's a lot more expressive now as far as just like a normal baby. Like, so if he doesn't want to be in that position, or if he like pooped or something like that, like he has the tiniest little cry. He's like, like he barely cries, but at the same time, like he's expressing himself that like he doesn't like this or he's uncomfortable. And so it's good to see all those normally type things. I've been researching, there's a woman that comes in here that does music therapy, and she's super sweet. So just researching different therapies that would be good for him as far as music therapy, seeing what there is for that, just like researching it, right? And then also I've been looking at different things for the kids and planning out. The kids are moving today to the Wells house, so I am planning out just different things for them, trying to make lists of like homeschool type things. And what else with them? Grab my spoon over here. Yeah, so homeschool type things as well as food things. I talked to my daughter yesterday, and I did tell her when we brought all of our stuff up from, where'd we come from? From northern Maine. When we brought our stuff, I ended up bringing a lot of freezer meals. The freezer was full of stuff, and I needed to bring something, so I brought a ton of freezer meals, probably like, I don't know, 20 to 30 freezer meals. So they have those. Also making a plan for her, and I'll need to make shopping lists and that type of stuff. So working on that type of stuff when I have downtime. And thinking about, we're going to be having 2 of the older kids come to Ronald McDonald House this week. So I'm planning on, what I'll do is I would like sleep here and then listen to rounds, see the plan for the day, and then depending on the plan for the day, I would go to the Ronald McDonald House and then maybe do something with the kids. So yeah, I think that's about it. Yeah, I know you guys have been asking, and my brain is like, okay, where did I leave off last time? I think last time we just came here. So it's been a week now. He is 5 weeks, and today's Friday. So 5 weeks and 4 days? Yeah, 5 weeks and 4 days. Good job, mister. So yeah, I will share a little clip of him at the end of this video so you can see him. And I also have my daughters came up here. I think I'm gonna share just a little video, put that together of, or maybe I'll put it on the end of this, I'm not quite sure, of Boston Children's and just the kids like having fun at Boston Children's, and seeing their brother and that type of stuff. I'll probably do it separate because I haven't done all those clips together, and this one is just me talking, so it won't be that big of clips being put together. Sometimes that can be challenging in here. Like right now it's early, I think 6, yeah. No, it just passed. Okay, so it's just 7 now. So when I started this video, it was 6 something. So nobody's in here yet, but people will probably start coming in here. So yeah, I hope y'all have a blessed and wonderful day. What do you think, love? What do you do? I love you. You're so precious.